Isaiah 11:6. A little child shall lead them.
Father, I want to go to college. I want to be a doctor. I want to be able to vote. It's 1918, Father, and modern women deserve the same rights as men.
Are you one of those confounded suffragettes?
If you mean do I support women's suffrage, then yes, Father, I am. Even President Wilson declares his support for women's suffrage. It's a new world and the young women are going to find our place.
Your place, young lady, is in this house, taking care of your husband and children.
You were right, my place is in the House of Representatives, or maybe the White House.
For 3 weeks in July and August 1960, Sterling High School students and graduates sat in at segregated lunch counters at Woolworth's variety stores. Boy, what do you think you are doing? I'm sitting here waiting to be served. Can't you read, boy? We don't serve your kind. You don't serve the public? Of course we serve the public, we just don't serve your kind. Well, I am the public, sir, so I'll wait until you serve me. You will wait a long time, boy. We are closing. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow, and the day after that. And the day after that. And tomorrow I will bring my friends. And the next day my supporters. And the next day the media. And the next days hundreds, if not thousands of the public. Back in the 1960s, the Stonewall Inn was one of the few bars in Manhattan where people of the same sex could dance with each other without police harassment, which was only protected through alleged mafia ties. On June 28, 1969, the bar's patrons clashed with police officers in a raid that would have otherwise resulted in arrests and public shaming. However, this time the patrons fought back, setting off what we now know as the modern LGBT movement. One of often forgotten people who made an impact that night was transgender woman of color, Marsha P. Johnson.
Up against the wall. You girly boy.
Like what you see, mister? Come give us a kiss.
You are all under arrest for public indecency and lacking morals. Line up and come quietly.
You pissed off the wrong faggot tonight, pig. Here's a penny for your gay payola. Get the mafia and cops out of gay bars. Gay power. Gay power. Gay power. We are the Stonewall girls. We wear our hair in curls. We wear no underwear. We show our pubic hair. We wear our dungarees above our belly knees. We are the Stonewall girls. We wear our hair in curls. We wear no underwear. We show our pubic hair. We wear our dungarees above our belly knees.
In the 1970s, campus unrest was one of the most remembered aspects of the Vietnam War era. While college students were not the only ones to protest, student activism played a key role in bringing anti-war ideas to the broader public.
Make love, not war.
Damn bunch of long-haired hippies.
The power of the people is stronger than the people in power.
Get back to class, you dirty bums.
Resist the draft, don't register. Draft B are not students. We won't fight another rich man's war. Vietnam is rich man's war, poor man's blood. Bring the troops home. Hell no, we won't go.
Young AIDS activists in the 80s and 90s became patient experts, both in the political and bureaucratic processes in Washington and in the scientific process. While protests opened the door, their knowledge and the sophistication of their demands are what ultimately allowed them to become effective advocates for change. On September 14, 1989, 7 young ACTUP members infiltrated the New York Stock Exchange and chained themselves to the VIP balcony to protest the high price of the only approved AIDS drug, AZT. You cannot be here. You are not a member of his family. We cannot allow you to have any information about him. He has AIDS and is in quarantine.
He is my partner, my lover, we live together, we own a home together. Are you then stupid and cruel?
I am sorry, I must follow the rules. And rules are you have no legal rights to see him or make any medical decisions on his behalf.
10,000 deaths in New York City alone, The government has blood on its hands. One AIDS death every half hour, and you, Mr. Hospital Administrator, you're Mr. Mayor, you President Reagan are all complicit. Our blood is on your hands. We are dying from drug profiteers. If I die of AIDS, forget burial, just drop my body on the steps of the FDA. Read my lips, act up, fight back. We will march in the streets. We will take it to the halls of power. We will stage dying in your hospital lobbies, your stock exchange, and your cathedrals. Find a cure now. Silence equals death. Ignorance equals fear.
Hands up, hashtag Black Lives Matter. Hashtag me too. Hashtag me too. Hashtag me too.
Hashtag me too.
Hashtag me too.
Hashtag me too.
17 people were killed by a gunman on Valentine's Day at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Emmy Gonzalez, a student who survived, delivered an impassioned speech at a gun control rally in Fort Lauderdale Saturday, February 17th.
Every single person up here today, all these people should be home grieving. But instead we are up here standing together because if all our government and president can do is send thoughts and prayers, then it's time for victims to be the change that we need to see. Since the time of the Founding Fathers and since they added the Second Amendment to the Constitution, our guns have developed at a rate that leaves me dizzy. The guns have changed, but our laws have not. If the president wants to come up to me and tell me to my face that it was a terrible tragedy and how it should never have happened and maintain telling us how nothing is going to be done about it, I'm going to happily ask him how much money he received from the National Rifle Association. But hey, you want to know something? It doesn't matter, because I already know. $30 million. To every politician who is taking donations from the NRA, shame on you. Companies trying to make caricatures of the teenagers nowadays, saying that all we are is self-involved and trend-obsessed, and hushing us into submission when our message doesn't reach the ears of the nation. We are prepared to call BS. Politicians who sit in their gilded House and Senate seats funded by the NRA, telling us nothing could have ever been done to prevent this, we call BS. They say that tougher gun laws do not decrease gun violence, we call BS. They say a good guy with a gun stops a bad guy with a gun, we call BS. They say guns are just tools like knives and are as dangerous as cars, we call BS. They say that no laws could have been able to prevent the hundreds of senseless tragedies that have occurred, we call BS. That us kids don't know what we're talking about, that we're too young to understand how the government works, we call BS. We call BS.
A little child shall lead them,